सलाम के बेटा। आज हम हमारी जो पाइन नेशन स्ट्रेंथ रैल्फ एमर्सन की, तो उसके आज क्वेश्चंस करने जा रहे हैं। कल हमने उसको ख़त्म किया था। हाँ, कुछ डिस्क्रिप्टिव क्वेश्चंस है। तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो हमारा है वो है, इन द फर्स्ट स्टैंजा व्हाट आर द थिंग्स पाइट वंडर्स अबाउट। कुछ पहली स्टैंजा में actually that begins with a rhetorical question. You already know what makes a nation's pillars high and its foundation strong, what makes it mighty to defy the foes that thronged in throng. तो ये जो पहला stanza है, the poet wonders about certain things. What are those things? An answer would be, the poet actually wonders about the highness and the strong foundations of a nation. What makes a nation's pillars high and its foundation strong? He asks a question. So he wonders about what is that which makes the nation's pillars high and its foundation strong. So the answer would be, the poet wonders about the highness and the strong foundation of the nation. The second question is, what are the foundations of a strong kingdom built on? कौन सी foundations है? What are the strong foundations that of a strong kingdom? एक strong kingdom के लिए कौन सी foundations होती है, किस तरह की foundations होती है जो the poet talks about? तो the answer would be, the foundations of strong kingdom are built on shoulders of its patriotic and strong inhabitants. So he already rejects the wealth, the power, the military power, and various other glory, bright crown. He already rejects these as strong foundations of a kingdom, but talks about the patriotic people, strong man, honest man in the last stanza. So the poem, the foundations of a strong kingdom are built on what? The shoulders of its patriotic and strong inhabitants. Now it is the inhabitants, the patriotic and strong inhabitants, who make a nation strong. Now the third question is, what happens to a nation which depends on the army to keep it strong? So you know, in the third stanza, the poem already the poet asks the question, is it strong? Is it sword? Then immediately disproves and asks the red dust, something like that, because it turned their stones to rust. So here the poet asks, what happens to a nation that depends upon army, that depends upon the power, the army, the sword? The answer would be the blood. What happens there? The blood turns the stones to rust and their glory ends. In the very third stanza, the poet answers this, that ask the rest dust, the blood has turned their stones to rust and their glory to decay. That means the kingdoms which are built on the army, the military, the sword, the blood turns their stones to rust and their glory ultimately ends. Yes. So now the fourth question is, when a nation becomes proud, what does God do? So in the fourth stanza, you already know that poet had also talked about the pride, the bright crown. I hope all of you remember that stanza when the poet said, and is that pride, or that bright crown has seemed to the nation's feet, but God has struck its luster down in ashes at its feet. You already remember something like the word like this. So the poet this time asks the fourth question, when a nation becomes proud, what does God do? Because God doesn't like pride. God doesn't like pride. So since God doesn't like pride, so God struck their glory and brightness down to ashes at its feet. When a nation becomes proud of its power, its glory, its military, its wealth, and other things, that God doesn't like the pride. What God does, God strikes its glory and its brightness, and it turns into ash at its feet. So do you think that the wealth can make a nation strong? It's the fifth question. Inshallah, we will do the fifth. Do you know the question asked by the poet is that, do you think the wealth can make a nation strong? If it can't, why? Why can't it? So inshallah, we will answer this question tomorrow. Till then, Khuda Hafiz.